Hey guys, it's Jen from Something Turquoise, and I am so excited to share our latest craft file with you. It's for the most adorable straw holder labels that fit around any wine bottle, champagne bottle, mini wine, mini champagne, and soda cans too. Okay, so let's start by uploading our custom files. Here I've logged into Design Space, and in the left toolbar, you can click Upload, and we'll just click Upload Image, and then I'm gonna just drag the file on over. Now this is the larger straw holder, and there it is. And now I'm gonna add the smaller straw holder. And it's really that simple to upload one of our custom SVGs, and here's some other ones I've used. Now I know I want to use all 4 of these, so I'm going to just select all 4 of them to add to my canvas here. So I'm going to drag these sayings off over on the side. All of these custom files I'm using in the project are all available for just a couple dollars in our shop. So this project I'm going to do, okay, so there's a couple things. I've already decided that I'm using the Barefoot Rosé for this one. So I'm going to color these white because I'm using white paper. So I'm clicking and making sure that I'm selecting the color layer. And then up here under line cut, we are cutting this. And then I'm going to click that I want this to be white paper. So same thing here, make sure that I've selected that layer. And now it's white. So something else about this file that's super awesome is we have these additional little lines. These are the score lines here. Now when it's uploaded, it shows that it's a cut line, but we need to change that to a score line. So select that line, and down here in this line type, we're going to click score. And we're going to do that with all 4 of them. Okay. And then go up here, score. Score. Now since these are already attached, or they're already grouped, so we're going to click it and click attach, and what the attachment does is make sure that the score lines stay exactly where we've designed them to stay. So same thing here, the elements are already grouped, but we're going to click attach. So now that's ready to go. So this is again the small straw holder and the large straw holder. Now on this, the small straw holder you can actually use with the print then cut. So you can print anything on here that you'd like. The larger one is too large to use with print and cut, but the small works. But instead of print then cut, I'm going to do iron on because I have this beautiful gold foil iron on, and I want to put that on my white cardstock. So I'm using these cute little sayings that we have hand lettered. I'm going to send this to the front. We're poppin' bottles. So that's about the right sizing. And then I'm doing this in gold. So I'm gonna make it gold-ish. Same thing with this one. Now I'm making one large, oh, that needs to be in the front. I'm making one large bottle for the bride. He popped the question. And then 4 smaller ones for the bridesmaids here. So this is also going to be gold. Now I'm going to select these 2, and I'm going to hit copy and paste, and I'm going to make 4 of these. Okay, so now we're ready to go. We don't have to worry about attaching this because these are going to cut out of, we need to cut the white straw holder out of cardstock, and then we need to cut this out of gold foil iron-on. So we don't need to worry about you know, anything else really. We're all done. So that's how crazy easy it is to use some of these custom files. So now we are going to, let's see, I think the pop the question. I'm just gonna hit attach on all of that, so all those little pieces are all together, and I think that everything else is good to go. So I'm going to click save, and I'm going to do rosé straw labels. Save. And then we are going to be ready to go. Click make it. So you can see all of these will cut from one piece of 12 by 12 white cardstock. And all of these will cut from a pretty small piece of gold iron-on. So I'm gonna move these around to make it a little bit easier for myself in the weeding process. Something that we definitely need to make sure to do, because this is iron-on, is turn the mirrored on. This is cardstock, and so I'm just going to hit continue. I'm gonna select my Cricut device, gotta make sure my Cricut is on, and we're gonna get to cutting. So for the scoring part of the project, I'm gonna use my scoring wheel because I have the Maker, but you can use the scoring stylus if you have the Explore. So I'm gonna remove the blade, I'm just gonna sit it right there, and I'm gonna add the scoring wheel, and then I'm gonna insert my paper. If you have the Maker, once the scoring step is done, the machine will prompt you to put the blade back in. If you're using the scoring stylus with the Explorer, you don't have to worry about this step because both are already loaded in your machine. So I've got the gold foil iron-on here on my mat, face down, ready to cut, so here we go. Before weeding, I cut out each individual design to make the process easier. Then, using my weeding tools, I carefully removed all the excess foil that wasn't part of the designs. I am so in love with this project, it's ridiculous. So we've got our iron-on sayings, and we've got our bottle labels. So if you have any problems at all, oh, my easy press is ready. If you have any problems at all cutting these flaps or with the scoring, then your settings just aren't right in your Cricut. So review your settings and make sure you have it set to the correct paper. So we've got our small labels here and our large label here. The large label fits the larger wine bottles, and the small labels fit the smaller ones. So admittedly, I had never put iron-on paper before, and I don't know why it took me so long because it's the absolute greatest. So the heat setting is 270 for foil on cardstock. So I'm just gonna put it on top of the paper about a ½ an inch away from the straw holders. I'm gonna set my mini easy press down. It's set to 270 for 30 seconds, and we're just gonna let it do its thing. And yeah, I had never done iron-on paper before, but now that I have, I'm not sure that I'll ever use vinyl again because it's been so fantastic. The vinyl, you have to use transfer tape, and sometimes the transfer tape is super sticky and it'll rip your cardstock. And the iron-on actually gives it almost like an embossed look. It's just fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna carefully slide it off, and I'm gonna flip it around, do the same thing again, and it's just 2 times. That's it, and it's done. For the foil, it's a cold peel, so I'm gonna go through and do all of these, and then we're gonna let them sit off and cool down, and then move on to the next step. Okay, so now I've got them all finished, and I'm just gonna carefully peel off the iron-on transfer sheet. And there they are. They look awesome. So cute. And we're ready for the next step, which is wrapping around the bottles. So I'm just gonna use tape. I'm just gonna use a piece of tape. I'm gonna pop these little guys out, which the scoring wheel made that fold super easy to use here. And then, let's see, will that go right in the middle a little bit of the color? Okay, so as you can see, it's a pretty wide overlap here for this white wine bottle, but some other bottles are wider, like the champagne bottles, and so you'll be thankful for that extra bit of paper. Okay, so now we have, he popped the question, kind of, let's see, did I tape it down? Okay. Now I'm gonna insert the straw. So I have found these giant champagne straws. I think they're freaking amazing. So my best advice for inserting the straw is to just twist it. So if you twist it, it goes right in. That's all you gotta do is just twist it. Twist it all the way up. Probably would have been easier to insert the other way, but there we go. He popped the question. Okay, so now we're ready for the smaller guys. So I'm gonna pop these out. I'm gonna wrap it around, and I think the label might be a little bit long. Yeah, that's definitely long. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut a little bit off here, since we don't need that part. And then maybe just cut a little bit off here. Grab a piece of tape. I might tape this one down first. Then tape that one down. So cute. Okay, same tip applies for the straw. Just insert and twist. Just remember to twist. And there we have it. We're popping bottles because he popped the question. We can't wait to see how you use this custom file, so make sure to share it with us on Instagram by using the hashtag #SomethingTurquoiseDIY. Happy crafting!